Thank you.
Drone Shots, how you doing? How's everybody doing here today? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's doing well. Giggles is here, yep. Relentless, how you doing, Relentless? Hey, Joe, how's it go?
Hey, what's up?
Well, you were right about the dog food. He ate it right up.
Good. You got to rule out everything that's been working
Yep.
and what's not working.
It looked like it is, but it was still a key.
It's all being a detective. And my years of EMS helped too. Stop. You had your food. Go. You had everything. Go.
Relentless is here with us again tonight. Jim's here.
You got Mad Props Randy,
And Giggles,
TJ,
yeah,
Jim,
Jim.
Joel, Jody,
Yep.
Relentless.
We got the old gang here.
Some of them.
So did you go fly this afternoon or no?
Well, we had bad weather. The worst part about it, the weather, the sun shine up now. I didn't have anything to shoot today because
Drone
it's all
Shot says, man, he's bummed out because Mitch had a stroke, but he's doing okay. Well, everybody say a prayer for Mitch. Old guy in a drone.
Yeah, he's the instigator. Tino comes over here. He's the instigator to try to get something from me.
Is he?
Yeah. And when I
What?
tell him, I said, go, he finally turns around, walks and gets in his chair.
Is he just an instigator or is he the ringleader?
He's the ringleader. He's a freaking,
Okay.
he's the boss man. And then Cleo, when I won't give him anything, Cleo sits at the door like this, just looking at me, thinking, let me see where I could pee. the way I could leave a poop. Yeah, Tino's eyes are getting a lot better, but it's still got some swelling.
How's he doing on taking his medication?
Well, it's drops. I gotta hold him and put him in his eye.
Is he getting better at it or
You don't like it.
doesn't like it? Okay.
I pick him up and bring him on the bed, and I lay him there, turn on the light so I can see good. I put my hand underneath him like this and hold him like this, and I say, "Okay, I'm putting drops in your eyes. You gotta let me do it." And he started to pull away. I said, "No, you're gonna be a good boy. You're gonna let me do it." I just lift his head back a little bit, bring it in, drop a drop. And then he goes to fight me. I said, "No, we got one more." I put another one. Then I hold him for a little while so he don't blink or wipe him. So he just blinks and not wiping him and that basically. And then after about 2 or 3 minutes, then I put him down. But he will not. The biggest thing with mine, all my dogs have always been, I don't like, they don't lick me a lot, but I'll say, "Give me a nose kiss." And they'll lick me like on the tip of my nose, just a little lick like that. And right now, I ain't getting no nose kisses from him.
Nothing, huh?
No, I said, "You gonna give me a nose kiss?" He just looks at me. He reaches down, licks my hand, just to say, "I'll lick your hand, but I ain't giving you a nose kiss."
Wow.
And I told him, I said, "That's okay. I'm gonna get a nose kiss eventually." And I said, "And and I tell him, you know what the best nose kiss is? The next one. I'm gonna get one."
Skyfly says in a couple of weeks he's gonna meet up with everybody. Dominic,
Howdy.
I won't be there. Dominic's going. No, he's not. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna come see Dominic. That's where I'm gonna go.
there you go. He's
I wanna
always
check-
welcome, right, Dominic?
Come on down. I'll show
I
you
want to check
around.
all them women he's got.
Yeah, I'll show you around Melbourne.
Yeah, I want to just see all those women you got working for you. I'm gonna drive down there. He's gonna have you see, he's in the car. You can't tell what he's got, but he's really got a Lincoln. And every once in a while, he does the Pip Daddy stuff.
Hey, Relentless, just so you know, Jim's leg and the hip isn't doing so well, but he's trying to get through it.
Uh,
So any kind of prayers you can do for Jim too.
yeah.
So did you mix the food with the kibble, or just the food?
Hey,
Just a sprinkle in the kibble.
Because what you do is you give them a third of a can, and if you use like a half a cup, use a half a cup, and then eventually get it up to where you got the half a can and about he don't need no more. He doesn't need any more than about not a half a can, about a third of a can, and about a half a cup to a cup of kibble. You give him the hard stuff is going to give him the fiber he needs so it won't get stopped up, basically. And then it's going to cut back because you can use you can use 2 cans for 3 days. That's how you look at it. And like I said, I would not give him a treat every once in a while, but don't give him anything you eat. And you're going to see a whole difference in the way he acts.
Well, you know what? I went up to Tractor Supply and bought a harness and a longer lead. Put him on the harness. It's a wide collar. It's got it down his back and up underneath around the bottom, and he acts completely different when he's got that on.
So what's that for?
Or if he goes with me in a car, goes someplace, because I gotta take him to the vet on Monday.
Well, did you ever buy those seatbelt things?
Yeah.
Because this is what I would do. I'd put the harness on him, get into the car, and then put the seatbelt thing on him in the car.
Well,
That
with
way
that harness on, because I put the harness on when I left up there, with that harness on, he didn't move around the car or anything. He sat right here in the seat next to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, when you stop somewhere and you open the door, he may take off on you.
No, he's been pretty good because when
Yeah.
I stopped at a couple of stores and I said, now you stay and be good. You stay. And he stayed right there.
I would do it. You would feel really bad if he jumps out on you
Oh, yeah.
because you're not catching him. I'm telling you, he might be just planning. 'Cause they playing too. I'm telling you.
Are you trying to teach him a new trick there, Joe?
No, he already knows that trick. I guarantee you. As soon as he thinks he's got an edge, he's gonna go. It's all he wants to do is get away and run. Not to get away from you, but he wants to be able to run. Maybe out there too. You got to remember, I trained a lot of dogs. I would definitely see with Tino when I bring him, he's got the harness on and a leash. And before I open that door, I put that leash on my arm, but he's little. But I can't chase him down. If he takes off, I cannot chase him down. And he doesn't get to go out to walk a lot. He gets to go out on the little deck, right?
Yep.
And like when we went to the vet the other day, I was just seeing I went out and had him on my right side, and I keep him on my left side. And people said, "What side do you?" This is the thing people don't realize, and they don't pay attention to this. But what side of the dog you walk him on? You walk him on your less dominant side
Yep.
because if something happens, you need your dominant side to protect you. That's the way with the police train them too.
Yep.
You know, you need your dominant hand.
Well, I'm waiting for the weather to really get nice so I could maybe take him for a walk down the block and back. But
Well, before you bring him down a block, put the leash on him, walk him around the yard. Just walk around the yard so you know he's
well,
good with
the
the
thing
leash.
of it is I got a whole winter's worth of dog poop out there in the yard. I got to clean that up first.
Well, you'll be all right. But I would walk him around the yard before I walk him out in the front. There's a lot more cars in the front than in the back. But Tito, when I brought him outside, I was kind of curious to how he was going to react. I put him on my right side instead of my left side, and he walked over to my left side. And I went down the stairs, and I said, "You need to go pee on that tree." And he looked over by the tree. I walked him to the tree. There's a tree he pees on. So he walked over there, and I was walking back, and I put him on the outside by the street, and I was pinching him to the over the curb, right? To see what he'd do. And he made sure he stayed a little bit behind me, but never took a step out to the street.
Yeah.
And that's the way he was trained. And then when I walked off the curb, he just stopped and stopped. And I said,
Yeah.
"You ready to go in the car?" He just looked at me and opened the door. I said, "Come on." Then he ran and jumped in the car.
Yeah. Relentless. This week is supposed to be much nicer, a little warmer.
Good to hear.
But it takes a lot of work before you do it. That's why I'm telling you.
Dominic,
When you
how's the weather down there?
Changing the
Warm
subject.
again. Another day in the 80s.
Wow. So do your girls work harder when it's hotter out or no?
Yeah, okay.
So I suppose they can dress a little skimpier, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, draw attention to themselves. 'Cause
Oh,
that-
definitely.
That's the money deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Off to the shops. Oops, I think I've lost you. I think I'm back.
What's that?
I think I'm back. I think I lost you for a second.
Yep, you did.
While I drove out of the driveway. It's obviously jumping from my Wi-Fi to the mobile network. I must have just frozen for a second. Yeah, must be in a bad spot then.
You were going to take a more active role. It's taken years. Sure. What you single cellular CD.
If you all don't start talking, I'm going to come on here and start singing Elvis. Okay, Jim, we're
Go
waiting.
for it, Jim. Yeah,
We're waiting.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear some great Elvis tunes.
Yes. Don't make promises you're not willing to back up, Jim. You know that.
Come on, Jim. You said it. Yeah,
Are you still editing, Joe?
Yeah, I'm playing with that duck I'm trying to put some text on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now, when do you got to go shoot again on
Tomorrow,
tomorrow?
1 o'clock.
1
I
o'clock.
actually have to be out of here about about 11.
So that's a ball game.
No, that's the St. Patrick's Parade.
Oh, the St.
Oh,
Patrick's
okay.
Day. I thought maybe you had a baseball game.
I don't have another game until. Actually, don't have another game scheduled right now
Oh, okay.
until they decide which one they want to cover.
So you're going to shoot tomorrow the St. Patrick's Day parade first, and then what is the after it?
That's it, just that.
Now that's in a town close to you, right?
It's 17 miles away.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just around the corner.
Yeah. Then Thursday night, I'm gonna go out to the lighthouse. At 6 p.m. they've got the St. Tammany Photographic Society is coming out. They do that once a year at the lighthouse and take pictures of the lighthouse. And I'm gonna go out with my drone and I'm gonna fly the drone. It was supposed to have a good day. So I'll do a sunset at the lighthouse with the drone. While they're all trying to take pictures of it. Then the 15th, I have the Irish Channel St. Patrick's Day Parade in New Orleans. And then the 16th, I have the August Parade that canceled for Mardi Gras on Metairie Road. The old Metairie, it's a small area. That's next to New Orleans, and that St. Patrick Parade that comes in afterwards. And I'll get to see my cousin because he'll be there with his family, and I haven't seen him since his mom died. Then the 17th, I got the Lady Skipper basketball banquet to go to. And then sometime between the 17th and the 22nd, they'll probably have another one for the boys. And I'm sure I'll have a softball game in there. Then it goes again the 22nd and the 23rd, or 2 more parades. So I'm up to the 23rd.
The, so are you gonna fly it or are you just gonna shoot it from the ground?
from the ground. Just pictures.
Use the rest of the time to convince Lady Devassi to apologize for the accusation of failure. How's that for order in the universe?
I might bring the drone with me, see. But chances are I'm gonna just do the, what you call it. Cause this is Slidell, Louisiana. I don't know all the cops there. Yeah, that's the whole problem. I don't know how they're gonna react if I wanna put a drone up. I mentioned it to them when I went to the Poseidon parade. I told them, I said, yeah, I said, it wouldn't have been as windy. I was thinking about putting a drone up and nobody said anything. And I talked to one of their captains, you know?
Yeah, why not just ring and ask permission? There's
Well, I
obviously
could call
some.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could
there's
call
got to
them
be
up and let
some.
them know.
Yeah, there's obviously some sort of permit system.
Right.
Well, there's no permit on it. They just, you see, little small places like that. The only thing that gets me about them is they may turn around and say, well, you can't take off in the city of Slidell. We're not going to let you take off in the city of Slidell if they try to pass something. But then you'd be fighting with the state because the state says that the cities can't enact any drone laws. The
Mm.
state does. And the state says I can fly, you know? So it's a bag of worms I don't want to fool with,
Yeah.
at least right now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Now, who's the police that are gonna be running that parade?
Slidell and it'll be in Slidell. So it'll be Slidell and St. Tammany Parish.
So is your son gonna be involved in that at all?
No, he won't. Because the reason I'm saying that is because about a year ago, he when he first started, he was doing the parade. He was doing a parade in Slidell at night, and he got the briefing on it. And one of the things with no drones. And I said, "What do you mean no drones?" He says, "Yeah, they said no drones." And I checked it. There was no TFR. So who made that decision? You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's no TFR.
Yeah, I want to know who made the decision. But then that's when you start ruffling feathers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some you got to pick your fights.
Yeah.
You have learned that from experience. You got to pick your fights.
What's new with your grandbaby? Anything?
Well, she was sick again this week, but she went back, finally got better.
Wow. Was she just get a cold or something or virus?
She got over having a chest thing, and then turned around and started having a stomach thing.
Ah,
But she's around kids all the time, you know. When you get around kids, somebody gonna give it to the other one, and that one's gonna give it to another one. So it's constant. That was one of the reasons none of mine went to daycare. And
right back.
my ex,
I gotta check on my little buddy.
Okay.
He's laying out on the couch. He's doing fine.
Oh, good to hear.
Yeah.
they checked on him by looking in the camera.
Yep. I didn't even think of that.
That ain't gonna work. Neither is that.
a great way to manage past due balance and keep your water service uninterrupted. Enroll today for $10 down and spread your remaining balance over 36 months. No income requirements, it's interest-free, and it protects you from shut-off penalties. Signing up is easy. Visit online, TradenLine.gov/EasyPayWater, or call 313-267-8000 and say Easy Pay. Keep your water rates moving with Easy Pay from DWSD. Everybody's just a place of happy. It's home. My sons, I'm in Pablo, remote sales specialist in Village Four. Village Four, just like my father's market, is a family business. The business that's here, for the people here, they understand that when you sell their money,
All that's poured in here is getting everything lined up equally the way I want it.
the Bible.
Mm.
I know two great sales specialists who will be here, and they are from Village Four.
When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify. Designed with easy to customize themes, sell everywhere you shop, and never miss a sale. Best and free checkout. See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today. Ampliflow start at 547. It's been 4 days since we held the man for the NPR. Congress. His instructors informed me he's taking up his assignments in determination, and he's made a concerted effort to be more produced. The innocent state of faith in young men. Yes, it's Congress.
Making it complicated. You know, maybe that's the wrong thing to do. You know, yeah, I got the front right. Because
Okay.
I want big enough letters so you can see it. And TJ, I thought he was working. Must be on
Yeah.
lunch. Oh, you're not working. You
Yeah.
calling sick?
There we go. That was really strange. Like I was trying to click on like other lives with the link on it because he didn't post it in this one, and it said that they weren't working. And then I kept going back to like previous live, and the links weren't working. And I went to the one this morning. That one wasn't working. Then I just clicked on one that worked. I guess I don't know what the heck.
Just keep clicking until you get it right.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why we have nobody in the chat because he didn't post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll go off old ones.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was clicking on the old ones, and for some weird reason they weren't working. I don't know why.
So you finally made it though, TJ.
Yeah, I know, right? How's your dog doing?
Good.
That's good.
How's your cat
taking-
doing?
She was sticking her tongue out at me earlier.
Gee, go figure that out, Joe.
Here, let's see if I can. Let's see.
I look forward to the day when I return.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. See, look, she's sticking her tongue out. Yeah. I don't know why she was doing that. It was kind of weird.
He won't bother be impressed with any of the boys' accomplishments. He's been here for 5
She was like just sitting there, and her tongue was just kind of barely like sticking out.
What's
That's funny.
That, you know why she does that? Because
I
she
don't know.
watches you when you go around the house licking your tongue out all the time.
Probably. Probably. That's funny. What you up to, Dom? Did you go out and fly today, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I flew I took a photo of the sunrise this morning.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just pulled up at the supermarket waiting for it to open. Opens in
Oh,
half an hour.
Justin's over on digital
Yeah, he's
gaming. Yeah.
he's live right now.
Mm,
Just not my thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, not my thing either.
I pop in there every once in a while and say hey to everybody. Watch a little bit.
I'll
And
go
then,
over and yeah, I'll go over and if I remember to
yeah, just
the
pop in and say hey.
game. Other than that, yeah.
That would work.
So we're smoking the airwaves on fire. We got 10 people watching, TJ.
There you go.
Yay, good to hear.
Hey, watch out, you're gonna call it.
Uh, so I had locked my keys in the trunk of my car earlier today. And then I
Now,
had-
wait, there's a story there. I want to hear how you locked your keys inside the trunk of your car.
Okay, so what had happened was I was talking with Jim earlier. We were talking about this, that, and the other thing, and then we started talking about my potato gun, and I told him we were talking about marshmallow guns, making them out of PVC, and then he asked me about my potato gun. So I went out into the trunk of my car and pulled it out and took a picture and sent it to him. And I forgot that I had laid my keys down in my trunk.
That's why God gave you clothing that has pockets.
Yeah.
When I put my potato gun back in the trunk of my car, I forgot I laid my keys down in my trunk, and then I closed my trunk. I was like, oh fuck, I left my keys in there. So I had to call my my insurance company. I had to call USAA and tell them to come over and unlock my trunk.
The trunk of your car because you were so stupid you left your keys in the trunk.
Yeah. I think I've actually done that once before, and we were in the Walgreens parking lot right up the road from my house. There, we were going to where the heck was it that we were going? What's up, Sam?
Hello, Sam.
We were going somewhere, and I had locked my keys, I think, inside my car or in the trunk of my car, and so I had to call USAA and tell them I did that, and they came and unlocked my car so I could get my keys out.
I can't remember the last time I locked my keys in the car, but I've locked my keys in the house.
Yeah. Uh,
I've done that twice in the last 5 years.
oh Lord, I hate when you lock your keys in somewhere.
I'm trying to remember
Or
the
when you
last time I
drop 'em in
locked
the
the keys in the
dumpster.
car.
Yes, Jim, it was the potato gun because I was talking to you when I
It'll
was
be
taking it
25
out of the
years.
trunk of my car. What you got? Is that are those clouds on your shirt there, Dominic?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool looking.
It's Sunday over there where Dominic is.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning.
What
Sunday
happens
morning.
tonight, TJ?
Say what?
What happens tonight?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the clocks go backwards.
No, forward. Spring
Other way.
forward.
Oh,
Fall back. Spring forward.
Other way.
Fall back.
Fall back. Yeah.
The other way.
Yeah, go ahead and set your clocks back another hour.
Well, I think actually
And your wife will smack the shit out of you.
It probably would. But I think our phones automatically do it, so we don't need
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
do
your
they
it.
phones do.
automatically do it.
Yeah. But definitely not our microwave, not the microwave or the oven.
No, not the
Microwave or
microwave.
alarm clocks or anything else in the
Or
house.
Yeah.
But what you have to do is if you've got a sundial, you're gonna have to put it in the front yard of the house next door to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to put it an hour forward,
Well,
and
well,
then
I don't.
you bring
well,
it back. Yeah.
I don't have to worry
Don't
about that.
confuse them.
I don't have a sundial, so I'm all right.
No.
Uh,
Okay. Well, then if you had one, you would put it in the front yard of the house next door to you.
yeah. Uh, probably is, Joel. He probably is. Joel said that you must be out scouting the women.
Now I'm about to, as I said, I'm waiting for the supermarket to open in 20 minutes.
Uh,
And then you get to watch me buy some shit at the supermarket.
oh, there you go.
Joel's late. I already said that when he first started. That he was going to check on his women.
They
What time do they open?
open at 10 a.m.
Oh, so what time is it
It is
now?
20 minutes to 10.
Oh, so like
In the
9.
morning, TJ, in the morning.
Yeah,
Saturday morning.
yeah, obviously, because I can see the sun shining. Obviously.
Yeah, so you can see
We
the
can see the sun
sunshine.
shining at your house too, but it doesn't mean we can tell what time it is.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
DJ, lean forward. Joe wants to give you something.
Oh, no. That's funny. That's pretty good.
Hey Sam, how you doing? I was
Here it is.
thinking about you today, Sam, because my other computer is running it ran a program and it wanted to update the program and everything, and it locked up. I was finally able, after about an hour, to get it unlocked, and now I'm afraid to shut it down. Yeah, Skyfly said Dominic's out collecting the week's money.
Yeah,
Huh, 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 huh.
That's funny.
What do you have for dinner?
She was talking about ordering a pizza.
Yeah,
Who's
go
she?
for it. No, 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 no.
Who's
Friday night is pizza night.
Yeah,
No.
today's Saturday.
You've got to make pasta.
Pat,
Pasta Saturday.
spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, there you go, TJ.
Spaghetti and
Well,
meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Or salad Saturday.
No.
No. That's
No.
that's during the week type of thing. That isn't
Yeah.
not a weekend festivity.
No.
Or you got to take her out to a nice restaurant.
Yeah, she kind of dogged me like this morning because I went to Culver's last night and got a sandwich and a drink and
What did you get her?
I already know that's an answer.
And she was like, "Thanks for getting me a cement mixer from Culver's last night."
Well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. When you came home with it?
Yeah,
Wait, this
came
is
home
answer.
and
This
ate
is the
it in
question.
front of her.
You
No,
ate the whole sandwich. You didn't even give a half of it up.
Because when I got home, she was like on the couch. She's.
hey Joe, you talk about training my dog. We got to train TJ.
No help. No way. Let me see. You got any black eyes yet? No.
No.
You got to sleep with one eye open. I tell you.
Sleep with one eye open. Oh goodness. Yeah, because she's never hungry because she's always eating at school all the time.
My wife's never hungry. My wife, come on now.
Yeah, he's reaching for all kinds of excuses, isn't he, Joe?
Yeah, he's trying to get
She
in.
was sleeping. She's never hungry. She doesn't eat. No.
And then he's saying she. Add insult to injury.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm just saying.
Is your wife home right now?
Yeah.
Well, she can come over and slap you in the back of the head.
You might. It would be well deserved.
Go ahead, do it.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
So you went to Culver's, came home and ate it in front of her and didn't bring her anything. Nothing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That's a fact.
Oh goodness.
Well, the question I would ask this is, if your wife went out to dinner and she bought herself a whole bunch of food, came home and didn't bring you anything, what would you think?
I would go out and get myself something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he probably would.
Well, what you're doing is teaching her it doesn't make any difference. You don't care if she takes care of you or not, okay?
Well, she did say she wanted a pizza, so I guess I'll order a pizza.
You guess? You should say yes, dear. Let me get you a pizza. I'll get some pizza, honey. Yeah.
Some pizza.
Now, what does she usually like on her pizza?
She's had pineapple and ham before, ham and pineapple. She likes pepperoni and meat and stuff. Oh, there it is! Whoa! Make sure he's better. Oh yeah.
Where are you going to order this mystery pizza for your wife?
Probably Papa John's or Little Caesars. No, not Little Caesars. Papa John's or Domino's or something. Ew, pineapple. It's
Yeah,
actually
I like,
yeah, pineapple on pizza is pretty good, Randy.
yep, yep. But what you gotta do is you gotta do pineapple and anchovy. That's the way to go.
What is it? Pineapple, then what?
Anchovy.
Oh yeah.
Those little dead salty fish,
Oh.
Yeah,
oily salty
that's
fish.
salty fish.
Oh yeah, the little anchovies.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like anchovies on a pizza.
Me either.
You get salt and sweet at the same
I don't know
time.
many people that like anchovies on pizza. There's a few out there, but not.
Yeah.
What shit? What? I'm the only one?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Randy. Frozen pizza's not bad either. I'm getting frozen over Little Caesars. Yeah. They have those frozen DiGiorno pizzas. Those aren't bad.
My dad came in Pizza Hut one time to order a pizza when I was working there the first time. And I said, "What do you want?" He's looking at the menu and he says, "Y'all have anchovies?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I just want an anchovy pizza." I said, "What are you talking about?" Because
Yeah.
we didn't have just that. He says, "All I want is some tomato sauce, some little cheese, and anchovies. That's all I want." So I did that for him. And he sat there and ate the whole damn thing.
Even the Ninja Turtles don't like anchovies.
I didn't even like making it.
Yeah. By the
You
way, there's no link and Mark's trying to get on. But I just used a previous link from a previous live to
Yeah, Paul's not listening. Because when you came on, you said it and Paul wouldn't listen.
Oh no, I was listening, but I'm still mystified. So I didn't put it up there.
no,
Oh crap! I pretty much did, but I must have not hit the add.
So is that what you did, Joe? Just use a previous link to come on?
Yep, the same here.
Yeah, they're all the
Yeah.
same. They're all the same links.
Yeah.
Just went through. I went what would it be? 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Because I generally miss the your morning stream, and I generally come on at your afternoon, just trying to work out the time zones, and it's going to get now because you're going to have daylight saving, that's going to change the deal again.
Yeah.
They drop me back an hour. And then it'll drop me back an hour in a month's time when I lose daylight saving. So it's going to be 2 hours early.
No, so now yours changes in a month.
Yeah,
It doesn't change
Exactly
the
a
same
month.
day. It doesn't change the same day as we do, right?
no, it doesn't. There's 3 different ones. The UK changes 2 weeks' time, and we change 2 after that. I believe it's the 25th, 24th.
No, we don't change for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay, so it's the 31st then.
Yeah.
So yours is a week behind us.
Yeah, ours is
You ha-
always the last Sunday in March.
Okay, ours is the first Sunday in April. Yeah, it's really strange. Why can't we all line up then? But one good thing about losing daylight saving here, and the only good thing is I'll be on the same time zone as Queensland again, rather than being an hour behind. Rather than them being an hour behind. So then the whole East Coast is on the same time zone, but the days get shorter. That's the one bad thing about it as we go into winter, which is a pretty harsh time. Not as harsh as, not nearly as harsh as the winters the Northern Hemisphere has. Yeah, we don't see the minus 20s or minus 15s. We might just barely tip over to -2 or -3. That's nothing.
Dominic, can you do any cool tricks or anything with your smoke?
No, I can't.
Uh,
I don't really care about any tricks. I just have a puff and then I'm out.
you should like practice like blow some smoke and then swirl it around, try to make a tornado or something.
Oh,
or like shoot an arrow of smoke like out your nose with a heart or whatever. It's like
oh, yeah. Gotta
What's up, Mark?
Hey, TJ.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Well, there you
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
How's Precious doing, Mark?
10 to 12, 10 to 11 now.
Mm.
Precious is there, sleeping.
Oh, great.
Well, that's because it's almost midnight, right?
Yeah,
End
but
to midnight.
she's been there sleeping all day, though.
Well, how old is she? How old is Precious, Mark?
13.
13 years old. She's a big dog too, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's
Yeah.
hope you get 13 more years, but that might be a little bit
I very
Yeah.
much doubt it.
very difficult for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long she's going to last.
TJ's wife says the same thing about TJ every night.
go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's funny.
This is not going that way.
Do do do. Hmm. So is the market about to be opening soon?
Yep. Probably about 5 minutes. Gives
Now
me just enough.
it's a small market. It isn't a big.
No, this is just a small supermarket. It's just a.
Because see, what I didn't know is you refer to it as the market, but then you also refer to it as a smaller supermarket, which
Yeah,
supermarket means big.
Yeah, I know that, but anything that sells produce over here is referred to as a supermarket,
Okay.
and any open air market is referred to as a market. So, yeah, it's just one of those strange things.
It's more like a mini mart.
Yeah, yeah. Well, a mini mart over here is basically, a 7-Eleven or that style. This
Yeah.
is this has more items than a mini mart, but not as many items as a supermarket. So it's a small grocery store, if you want to use your terminologies.
Hey, Jody.
And we have different sizes of supermarkets,
Okay.
like the Express, which is only a smaller version of the big
We call
supermarket.
them, yeah, we call them Metro.
Yeah, we've got that as well.
Basically, it's the two larger ones. We have two really large, what do you call them? Two
Yeah,
large.
we call the really large ones hypermarkets.
No,
Joe, back in the early 60s, they renamed like our markets to supermarket. TJ, do you go shopping very often?
Not really. Like once in a while, once in a
That's
blue
because you
moon.
lock your keys in your trunk. That's right.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's why.
So I have to break my window and then pull the little lever to open the trunk.
Yeah, TJ doesn't like going shopping because he works in a supermarket.
Mm.
Now he works in a little market. How many aisles you got in your store?
I think there's 12 aisles.
12 aisles.
Yeah,
Think?
Not that small, though.
yeah.
What I want.
Got 12 aisles and you only have 3 or 4 people working in it.
Mm.
How many people working at a time, TJ?
Probably like 3 or 4 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
12
Okay,
aisles. 12 aisle supermarket here will have about 40, 50 people working in it.
Mm. Mm.
Pretty much with that babe as well, no doubt about it. But he does turn me off one when he collects them. You know, first pancakes, I don't think like so many players nowadays. I think it's compliment time player, no doubt about that. Because he's not a long player. By a long way. Outbound or but he is one of the most reaching a finger for the right flag, another opportunity for you to play.
I got this minute.
Oh, you could make that.
Hey, do you still want to go to the spring training thing?
Not really.
Okay.
Who's training in the spring?
Well, no. One of my previous coworkers had extra tickets to the Mets spring training game. I guess I don't know where it was. I think it's at.
Well, they all the big leagues train in Florida, right, or California?
Yeah, I think that some of them train here in Florida and some of them train in California. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
Training camp they call it, and they do
yeah.
they do games.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. We do training camps. We had one. My team went over to Pennsylvania. Yeah, because it was Philadelphia. Because some of our footballers went to the Super Bowl. No, it was New Orleans. Sorry, they went to the Super Bowl. It was New
Should've
Orleans,
come with
wasn't
him.
it? Yeah,
He was in New Orleans. You should
Yeah.
have come with him.
I should have. Yeah,
Should have said, I want to go.
should have just rung them up and say, "Yeah, come on." Yeah, because they went to They went to three states: New Orleans, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee.
Oh, look, Alexander.
Get you.
Yeah, because Tennessee is
Hey,
where
Gitchy.
one of our former players now plays for the Tennessee Vols.
Christy, what's up?
Hello, Gitchy.
Yeah, the Tigers go to Lakeland, Florida.
Okay.
The golf's in Orlando this weekend.
Hey.
Gitchy's going to have a 25-hour day. She must be flying.
Yep. Well, 25 hours because you get the hour for daylight saving, remember?
Yeah.
You get the 25, and I've got the 23 coming up, or I lose one.
No, we lose one. You gain one.
Yeah, but I'm saying I lose one. Me,
No, you-
as in we.
No,
I
you,
lose one and you get it.
you gain one, don't you?
No, because we lose one because we drop back.
Where'd you want to order a pizza from?
Yeah, if you drop back, you're gaining an hour because you've got the same hour twice.
Oh, yeah. I've got it around the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get and you lose one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we had the 23-hour in October because that's when we went forward. October the 7th or 6th. I can't remember. It was the first. It was the first Saturday.
I've seen it before.
Ours is the last Sunday in October.
Yeah. Ours is the first Sunday in October.
So you actually get like nearly 4 weeks less than we do.
No, it's probably 6 months. Because it's exactly 6. It used to be. It
will be
used to
November.
actually be the first Sunday in November.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And we
saying.
added a whole month. Yeah. Because it's funny, it's usually the Sunday after our AFL Grand Final. First 4 weeks of our game is actually in daylight saving. Because we played our first game this week. Well, we were supposed to play 4 games this week. We only got 2 because the cyclone postponed the other 2. But it did rain because it was in Sydney and it did rain. Rained in the last quarter.
No, our football season goes from August to May.
I know. And the FA Cup is usually on my birthday or near it.
Yeah, sort of middle to end of May.
Because I think the FA Cup final is about 17th of May this year. Because it was the 18th last year.
The only trophy that City are still in.
Hey, Gitchy, how's it going? Gitchy, where are you? Are you here? Are you stateside or are you over in Europe?
In Germany or Europe or hopefully one day she gets to Australia.
Yeah, Paul reminds me of my cousin. My cousin couldn't hear, right? So we'd be on a trip and we'd say, man, look at the mountains over there with all the snow on it. And she'd be driving and about 5 miles down the road, she goes, hey, y'all, look at the mountains with the snow on it.
Yep.
Because we said, hey,
3 months
Gitchy, and then
later.
5 minutes later, Gitchy, how you doing? You know?
It wasn't 5 minutes later.
It was at least 5 minutes.
She said
What's
hello
the
to
timestamp when she
me.
came in?
She said hello to me at 6 p.m. It's 6:04 now, and I already
Okay.
answered her.
5
4
minutes.
minutes then.
4 minutes.
We'll give you the
Paul's YouTube's way behind everybody else's.
Yeah.
What?
It is.
Be nice, Mark. Be nice.
We are.
What's the last thing in your chat?
Last thing in my chat is Gitchy answered my question. She says Melbourne to LAX next.
All right, then.
Now.
Melbourne.
Melbourne,
Melbourne to Los
Australia,
Angeles. Yep.
So she's
Can
in
do that.
Australia.
to
No,
yep,
no, but it'd be great if she would do that.
yep.
Yeah, because it.
Oh, she's
Where-
at home today, it says.
Yeah, because our East Coast, because I'm on the East Coast of Australia, so the East Coast lines up better with the West Coast of the US.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was in the UK lines up better with the East Coast.
Yeah, it does.
Because I have to get, do I go to LAX or do I go to DFW, Dallas Fort Worth? And I'd rather go to DFW
No, Chrissy
because I can
said,
go from
Alright.
Melbourne to Dallas.
she
And
said,
then
she was like,
the Melbourne to
sorry.
Dallas, and that brings me to at least somewhere in the US, and then I can make my connecting flight from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I'm not
Chrissy's multitasking.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
not focused
AI
on
can do that. AI can do that all the time, multitask.
Yeah.
Oh. TNT Sport. Oh, that's it. TNT Sport. TNT.
TNT. That's a song by AC/DC.
What is it? TNT, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a TV channel.
Yeah.
I'm TNT.
I'm talking to my remote control to change the channel on the telly.
Let's see, maybe I got it.
Yeah. And it's not on my Virgin, so I'll have to watch it on what's it
Mm-hmm.
on IPTV instead.
Mm-hmm.
The motorbikes, superbikes, and MotoGPs are on TNT now.
Yep.
And the Australian Grand Prix next weekend, isn't it?
Yep. Next weekend.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame because we've got a public holiday tomorrow on the Monday, and that would have been a great because we've got a long weekend. It would have fitted in perfectly with a long weekend.
Yeah.
But now it's next week, and that's basically next weekend is the start of the real start of the AFL. Not they had a failed experiment this weekend.
Uh-huh.
It didn't work because what they were trying to do was because the rugby league is actually in Las Vegas. They tried to pinch the northern state audience because most of the northern states play rugby, and they tried to pinch the audience, but Queensland had a cyclone, and that completely got cancelled.
Yeah.
So there was no football in Queensland. There was 2 matches scheduled, and they will be played later in the year. Because it rained in the last half of the game because it was just the remnants of the Cyclone Alfred.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy though because all the league matches are rugby league and the international matches are rugby union.
Yeah, I know.
Now, when does your football start over there?
Technically speaking, it started this weekend, but it just didn't work out that way.
Oh, okay.
So only 2 games got played, and then all the other teams get a bye. So we play next week and the following week, and then get a week off.
Is there any plans on having American football over there?
We've tried too many times.
We've got American football leagues here.
We
Yeah.
had an we had an NFL league over here, and it didn't last long.
What was it, the expense of flying back and forth or what?
We've got the NFL coming up we played 2 of the NFL games in March of 2026, but we'll see how that goes. Because I'm talking the reverse. I'm talking about taking my game to you rather than the other way around.
Yeah, they usually play 2 or 3 NFL games in Europe.
Yeah, they're playing 2.
Germany this year. They usually play one in London.
Yeah, it's supposed to be October 2026, I think. They're just trying to work out the logistics because, one, you've got the timing. 2, if you play it at the times that we have, you're going to be waking up at 6 or so in the morning to watch it. And we can't, if you played it at, say, if we play it at 10 a.m., that's prime time in the US. No one's going to come to a game that's at 10 a.m. Our games are our game starts at 10, can be anywhere between 10 past 1 in the afternoon and the latest at 7:30. Now 7:30 is what? 7:30 p.m. is what, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Eastern.
Something like that. I can't remember. Is it 14 hours, isn't it? No,
it depends on
you,
it depends on what time.
Me and you are 11 hours apart, aren't we?
Yeah. So that meant that because we played on Friday, we played Friday night, and it was at 7 o'clock. So it would have been 8:30 a.m. for you, meaning that the timing of the Friday, Saturday, the timing of the Friday and Saturday games are currently perfect because 8:30 a.m. Most people would be up by that time. Whereas if you take, you've got to take another 5 off that for the UK, for the US Eastern, it's going to be what, 3:30 in the morning.
Mm.
So they have to work out how they're going to do this timing thing, because when you look at it, if we want to play at say 7:30 p.m. US Eastern, that's going to be 11:30 in the morning, and I've never been to a game of football at that time of the morning. The earliest I've ever been to a game is 12:45.
Ah.
Yeah, I think our
PM
games are usually any weekday in the evening, normally at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays and Sundays, they go from like 12 o'clock through till 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
with maybe
play 3 games.
Perhaps 4 games, 4 different time slots.
Yeah, we've got 3 time slots on a Sunday, and those 3 are 1:10, 3:20, and 4:40. And the reason why they do 4:40 is because it'd be 4:40 here. It'll be 2:40 over in Perth. So it works, it works that way. Or they played at 4:40 in Perth, which is 6:40 here, and it comes into the people watching it at dinner time. Yeah, we've got at this time of the year we've got 5 time zones, but during our football season, it's usually 3 time zones. You've got the Perth time zone, the South Australian time zone and the Eastern Standard Time. And you've got to work out the timing of that because you're not going to play at 7:30 in Perth. That's 9:30 here. And by the time the game finishes, it's going to be midnight. It was, watching the game on Friday night, it was 10:15 by the time the game finished. And then you've got to watch the aftermatch and watch all the interviews and the like. And by the time that finished, I got to bed at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And tomorrow we've got matches at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4:30.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, 12:30, 2:30, 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
5:30
lot of football games tomorrow, eh, Mark?
Yeah, we've got one this afternoon.
and 8 p.m.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there's always a lot of football matches. I mean, like you've got 2 football leagues, haven't you? Basically, in your major league, you got the AFL and the NFL.
We've got the AFL and the NRL.
No,
And they're
not
two
you.
dip-
America.
Oh, yeah, the Americans got AFC, NFC, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
they've got
mean, we've got
32.
we've got 4 football leagues in the mainstream, and you've got like
You see, we've got
20 teams in the Premiership, maybe 24 in the Championship,
yeah,
and then maybe 24 in the first and second divisions.
yeah, but
And they play each other. They all play each other twice.
Yeah.
So,
well,
even the Premiership has a football season that's 38 games long,
yeah, ours is only 24.
and the Championship has 46 games.
Jeez.
But then we've got like 30 or 40 other lower leagues beyond that
Yeah,
that you won't get televised.
yeah, but are they promotion and relegation? How many deep do
yeah,
you go?
everything is the winners of each league go up. The bottom two
or three?
is it the bottom?
Drop.
The bottom 3, I think it is, drop down, and the
But
winners
how
go
low
up,
can you go?
and then the next, the second, third, fourth, and fifth places go playoffs to go up.
Yeah, okay. But how deep does it go? Do you drop to? How far do you drop? Where's the lowest you can drop to? 4, 5?
You just drop. No, you just drop down into the next league down.
Yeah, but how far does the league drop?
How far down does it go is what he's saying.
Yeah. Because if you're at the bottom of the lowest league, can you make it to the Premier League?
Jonathan.
That'd be interesting.
If you're in the 4th division, you can get to the Premier League in 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
get
that. But
promoted every year.
if you're in the 4th division, can you go to the 5th, or is the 4th the lowest you can go?
No, if you drop down out of the 4th, which is basically the 2nd division now, it was the 4th, you drop down into the Vauxhall Conference League.
Oh, okay.
So
you can make your way back.
You can still drop all the way down. You can drop down 20 leagues
Jesus.
if you play bad enough.
Okay,
Thank
Christy,
God they don't
thanks
have
for
that over
stopping
here.
by.
See you, Gitchy. God, thank God they don't do that over here, because that'd be interesting.
Mm.
Jonathan,
we've
not
got,
much going on
4
here,
leagues?
just a little bit. We're talking European soccer.
Yeah, we're talking football.
They call it football. Yeah.
We're talking my football, your football,
It was
and everybody's football.
It was called football way before American football was invented.
Yeah. So you've got 3.
Doesn't make it right.
Yeah,
English
y'all's
It
football
doesn't
is
make it right.
American football.
y'all's football is like way different than ours.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, your
Well-
football is different to my football, different to
It's
Mark's
called
football.
rugby, TJ.
Yeah, rugby.
Your
Yeah.
Your
No,
football is weird because the only time they kick it is to either punt it, kick off, or score the extra point.
Yep.
Otherwise, you never kick the damn thing. So why is it called
Yeah.
football?
exactly.
Because we won the war and we can't.
Yep. Well, we've got
No, we
Yeah,
won
but
the
our-
war. You just helped.
exactly.
Yeah, you think y'all begged us to come help?
No, our
No, we didn't.
football. Yeah, but our football is not rugby. Rugby is a different game. Rugby league, rugby union. They're
Yeah.
two different. They're two different types.
They do call
We've
it.
got-
They do call it rugby football, though.
Yes,
But
but when we refer to
rugby
rugby,
rugby was started
We-
from a game of football when somebody picked the ball up and ran with it.
yeah, exactly from the rugby school. But you know, when we refer to rugby, we call rugby league, and we call rugby union. So we call them league and union to distinct them from AFL.
Well,
We've
that's
got
it.
three different sports here.
We have rugby league and rugby union as well, but that's classed as rugby football,
Yeah,
whereas football is actually classed as association football.
yeah, yep. Believe me, I've had a number of discussions about this because you've got English football, you've got the league, you've got the union. Because the British Lions came out here a couple of months back to play the Wallabies.
And then
And
we've got Gaelic football, which is which is a lot closer to your type of football.
Yeah, and we've got what's called international rules, which is a hybrid game of Australian versus Gaelic, because we have a number of Irish players playing in our game. We've got 6 or 7 of them playing. There's actually one that plays for my team, Hawthorn. He comes from County Meath, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
And he moved over here, and he's a pretty good footballer by the name of Connor Nash. Probably about half a dozen. As I said, I think half a dozen footballs. Okay, I think we doesn't look like we're going to get it here.
I mean, we have had a few rugby players gone over to the States to play American football.
We've got, actually, I think we've got one of them. Who was that guy? No, he was a rugby player. Sorry, he was a league player that played for the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. We've got one that plays for the Tennessee Vols, which is the college football. We've got a handful of people. We've got one player that is American that plays in our game, and that is, what's his name? I can't think of his name. It's tall. I can't think of his name. They're a tall player. He plays for Collingwood. Oh, jeez. What's his name?
All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm starting to fall asleep here.
Hey,
Okay.
You gotta
TJ,
go order a pizza.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna get a
you better go get your wife that pizza,
pizza. I know.
Mhm.
or else you won't get no pizza later.
I know. That's right. We'll see y'all later on.
Okay, TJ.
And then
Adios.
we've got about 5 different forms of hockey.
Yep. Well, we've got an ice hockey league over here.
You got lawn hockey. You got
Yeah, we've got
We call that field hockey.
field
field
hockey,
hockey.
ice hockey,
Ice hockey.
shinty,
That's all we've got.
shinty,
Yeah,
Which-
yeah.
Irish.
But how is shinty different to hurling?
Shinty and hurling are very close.
Yeah, because I've watched hurling a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoy that game.
and then lacrosse, which has a net on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Actually, lacrosse is pretty big. over
Lacrosse is quite big in America, I think, as well.
Yeah. I'll be back one sec. Gotta go through the
Okay.
checkout.
Get the money. He must be meeting up with one of the girls. He's got to settle up her account.
Got to pay for his shopping.
Dominic, is she paying all their money? She shorted you? Dominic, I thought you had better control over those girls.
You calling Dominic short? That would be Art.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Bob Dempsey.
Yeah.
I think Bob Dempsey.
Is Bob Dempsey a little guy
just
too?
taller than that, isn't he?
He's smaller than Art.
Is he?
I think so.
I know that when they did the live stream from the meet and greet at Sticks, every time Bob Dempsey walked around a pool table, he disappeared.
Yeah. If you put Bob Dempsey and Art in the ring together, we could charge. I didn't say that, did I?
But I mean, when Art's out and about, most of the time he's walking on crutches now, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, he struggles a lot.
I think he uses one of them, maybe two.
Well, if you look at his holiday in the Philippines videos, nearly always he's walking on crutches.
Mm.
The old wooden ones.
Yeah.
Well, he's been on crutches his whole life, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's got. I mean, apart from being short legs, he's got bad legs.
Yeah, I thought it was like a form of polio.
Mm.
It could well be he might be prone to that as well as dwarfism. Yeah.
Well, he was in the Philippines with wooden crutches. That's because they're not civilized yet. And she's big enough; she could have just carried him around.
That's the point. It could have been that he borrowed the crutches while he was there.
Yeah, could have been.
And but she's big enough; she could have carried him around.
Yeah.
No, he'd have been like a backpack, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, her kid's as big as Art.
yeah. We've got about 8 kids now in the complex, and they all live right here. And all they
Right
do
above you, huh?
No, they're all on the outside. They're out there playing, and they all run around screaming. I haven't seen the kids here in probably 12 years.
There's
Now,
a load.
what do your pupper dogs think of that?
There's a load of.
Unless they run by the apartment, they don't care.
Okay.
There's a load of videos on Facebook now, shorts, that feature this girl. I think there might be more than one of them, but there's one in particular that features, and she's always wearing. I think she must be volleyball. She must be about 7 foot tall. She towers. The people doing the interviews with her only come up to her boobs.
That's a good thing.
That's all you need to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Someone will complain about my comment.
I'll
I
be back in a minute.
apologize.
My phone's ringing.
Mine was worse than yours, Dominic.
I apologize.
I don't. You heard what I said,
Joe,
right? That's
Joe,
all you need to.
Joe, what's your plans for the evening?
I have no idea. I can't do anything with Lamar. I'm gonna print that duck and see what it looks like. Getting ready to do that right now.
Get the duck out of there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, I think I'm gonna close it down.
Okay then. Just as I'm getting coffee.
Thanks
so
for
that's a
being
good
here,
idea.
Mark. Dominic, thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Joe, we'll see you in the morning, right?
Depends on how long Donnie keeps.